Surprise! It's Two Chicks, One Book Plug Tuesday.
We're dropping in early to shine a little spotlight on a book you should absolutely know about.
Today we're giving some well-deserved love to an author who deserves a spot on your shelf.
You know the drill. Fangirling, chaos, and probably a fictional crush or two.
Let's get plot twisty! Hey guys, and welcome back to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist.
This episode is extra exciting because we're covering our book plug of the week, and today we're talking about Wild Lilacs by Jessica Butler.
We'll be giving you a taste of what this book is about and why it's worth picking up.
Be sure to stick around because at the end of this episode, we actually get to hear directly from the author herself.
All right, guys, let's get into it. Wild Lilacs by Jessica Butler.
Yay!
Cue the screams!
Oh my gosh, guys. Wild Lilacs was published in January of 2025, so just this year. So it's very fresh, very new. It is the end of the duology with Sweet Pear. We covered that first book last week. And guys, this cover,
It's
cute. I was talking to Haley before we recorded. Like, oh my god, the aesthetic. I want it. I love it.
I know, it's so pretty.
Just give it to me. It's like pink and purple. We'll insert the cover here for you to see. But
so
gorgeous. Absolutely stunning.
And then also I'll say, like, the inside of the book, you can just tell, and we had forgot to mention in last week's episode, but Jessica has put a lot of thought with, like, the details in her book because at the top of, like, the chapter pages, we've got, like, lilac vines and all this beautiful artwork that she put in her book. And so it's just stunning. Like, go check it out. It looks so beautiful.
Yes, I am so happy when authors put, like, interior design.
Right.
You know, all this effort into the interior design of their book is what I'm trying to say. It just makes it feel so much more happy. I don't know. I get happy anytime I open a book and I'm like, oh, maps or, you know, for a fantasy,
exactly.
you know, or, you know, anything fancy, like whether it's page numbers, fonts they've chosen for chapters, all the things. So stunning book. No complaints at all.
Yeah.
Definitely worth just picking up to have on your shelf at the
100%.
very minimum.
Right.
And about the book, guys, Elle Elverson had a secret. Something that she knew, if spoken out loud, could ruin everything. At first, she didn't remember. She woke up with her husband Ryan gone, and in his place was her toxic ex-boyfriend Josh. Together with her best friend, Gwen, they uncover how she got into this mess when memories began to surface. She knew what had to be done, and now what she feared all along has become a reality. I just wanted to forget who I am and remember who I was. This is the conclusion of Elle and Ryan's story.
And so, like we said, guys, at the beginning, we talked about the first book in this duology, which was Sweet Pear. So this is the conclusion to this one. And just a little bit about the author. This is a little bit a different take than what we did last week. Jessica says, "Give me a good book, a nice glass of Pinot Noir, and throw a Sherpa blanket on me, and I am a happy girl. By day, I'm a membership manager at a consulting firm for advertising agencies, and by night, I'm a mommy of a wild toddler, an equally wild cat, wife of a mechanic, and escaper of reality with books and TV. I have the best girlfriends who I can always count on for a good time and who have been my biggest supporters of this new author territory I've stepped into. Life is so freaking fun when you take the doubt out and let yourself flow freely. I hope you all enjoy reading as much as I have loved writing it."
Love you, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Wow. I love that outlook too. It just makes me so happy. It gets me so happy inside, and I have such a feel-good feeling just about Jessica.
We love
we
you,
would
Jessica.
be friends. Oh my gosh. And some tropes, guys, that are in this Wild Lilacs, the second book in this duology. Second chance romance, road trip, and love triangle.
Ooh, which we love.
Yes, who does not love a little confrontation here, a little, you know, sauciness
Right?
Yes, give it to me.
Speaking of love triangle, Jessica's book, this one, Wild Lilacs, is actually on a best-selling list on Amazon. And for the love triangle award section, she's ranked pretty high. She's ranked, it's 396, which for an indie author, that is pretty high in my opinion.
Yes, and in that genre, who knows how many books are about
Right.
love triangles?
Exactly.
So that is very high. If
Yeah,
you
it
know
is.
Amazon KDP analytics, let me tell you, this book is doing good. And we also pulled a few sample pages on Amazon from their sample reading list that we're going to go ahead and read for you guys. Prologue. 7 words. It took 7 words sewn together to ultimately change everything. Ryan, I have to tell you something. I relive that moment every day. Should I have said it differently? Should I have said nothing at all? Did I make the right choice? The endless questions swirl in my brain over and over, no matter how much time has passed. What if I had just let it go? I could have gone on like everything was fine. Maybe as the days carried on, the memory of what I did would start to disappear. It's possible it could begin to vanish, like finding an old piece of paper with wording written in pencil. At first, the words became harder to make out. Then, as time would go on, the graphite would slowly fade as it becomes exposed to sunlight, and eventually it would be gone, without a trace. What if I had just let the light between us do that? I could have filled our life with happiness and sunshine, providing endless kisses and compliments. The memory and guilt of what I did could also go away.
My mornings always seem to start out this way. I wake up trying to envision a different outcome, a different conversation, a fantasy version, I guess you could say. I wish I could tell you once I vocalized what was going on in my mind, it made it all better. That the guilt finally went away. Well, it turns out, ironically, all it did was intensify it.
After I allow myself the time to grieve what could have been, my mind plays a trick on me. It goes to a place it shouldn't. A place it has gone to ever since that day and every day onward. It goes to him. God, I miss him. Why do I keep going back to him? He's gone and I can't get him back. My heart starts to beat rapidly and my eyes begin to tear.
I hear the voice in my head play again like a recording. Good morning, Elle. You've made it through another day. It's time to get yourself out of bed.
All right, and then to chapter 1, we have the first few sample pages, and this goes, his eyes. No matter how hard I try, how tightly I close mine, I still see the look he had in his eyes. I watch every emotion go through them. Confusion, pain, anger, sadness, betrayal. I can't look away from him. It really is like driving past a bad car crash. We stare at each other for a long time. An uncomfortably, excruciatingly long time. There's a moment when I feel a jolt through my body, and I realize I've been sitting with my hands placed on each side of my face. I can't speak or move. It's like my hands have been superglued to my cheeks and I'm not able to pull them away.
Finally, Ryan breaks the silence. Elle? That's all he's able to get out. That one word breaks my heart into a million little pieces. He honestly doesn't have to say anything more at all. He's already telling me everything. His voice is what's needed to shake me, and I'm able to respond.
I'm so sorry, Ryan. I don't recognize my voice at all. It sounds like it's coming from behind me, like I'm receiving feedback from a microphone. I'm somehow able, though, to continue. I'm a terrible person. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I've realized so much, though, that I've taken for granted. How I've taken you for granted. Our relationship. I gave in to a moment. One moment that made me remember I was alive. I think the feeling of being wanted was something I was craving, and so when it happened, I couldn't control it. I know it was awful, and I'm so sorry. I had to tell you. I couldn't not tell you. What a great place to stop.
I know, right?
I Wow, guys. Okay, that was just the first few sample pages that we have found on Amazon for Wild Lilacs by Jessica Butler. Oh, that ending. If that's
I
not a
know.
cliffhanger, you gotta go find that sample yourself, read it, decide you like it, get it, buy
Right.
it, all the things, read it start to finish. We love these books so much because they
Yeah.
are just so easy to pick
Mhm.
up and just devour. You could
Right.
probably read this in one sitting if you really wanted to, which is so amazing. And I said it in last week's episode too. These shorter novels are just so underrated. So the fact
Mhm.
that this duology is rated so high on these Amazon best-selling lists, it just gives me so happy because
Yeah.
they're worth it too. They're worth it just like
Yeah.
any other book, and they're, again, so easy to read.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to jump into a couple of 5-star reviews that we have pulled from Goodreads. And like I said last week, looking on Goodreads to find a 5-star review is so easy, but also there's so many. It's hard to kind of pick and choose one because they are all so good. But we've pulled two. And so this first one goes, "This book had me on an emotional roller coaster the whole way through. The amount of tears I ended up crying at parts of this book is unreal. But oh, I'm glad I had the opportunity to follow through with Elle and Ryan. Don't get me wrong, there were laughs too at the friendship between Elle and Gwen is so wonderful. I also love the addition of Dottie. She was fabulous. I'm so glad that we got a conclusion because my heart couldn't have taken it not being finished. And what a finish it was. Now, I'm not posting any spoilers with this review, but if you're like me and appreciate beautifully written books that mixes love, heartbreak, friendship, and family, this is for you. It was honestly beautiful."
Oh, what a great
Aww.
compliment!
Jessica the author Jessica just must feel so good. Like, that review is
Yes.
just so hyped.
Wow, I would love to be you right now, Jessica. I love compliments, so if
Right.
someone's complimenting my work, I'm just like, give me more. You can tell me more. And then review number 2. I absolutely loved Wild Lilacs. Such a beautifully written, heartfelt story with characters that stayed long with me after I finished. Jessica Butler captured the emotions so perfectly. I couldn't put it down. Tender, moving, and unforgettable.
So
Cherry
good.
on top, perfect. That
Yes.
was just such a amazing way to sum up this book. All
Yeah.
these 5-star reviews are perfect.
Right.
Read it. Read the book. All right, guys. And we have also got a few voice notes from Jessica herself. We asked her a few questions. She sent us a few answers. So
Yes.
listen in.
How would you describe the heart of your book to someone who's never read it?
The heart of Wild Lilacs, that I would describe to someone who's never read it, is that there are a lot of themes regarding forgiveness and acceptance, and how that can come back up for you even when you thought that it was something that you were over, and going through the journey of that and finding forgiveness for others and for yourself along the way.
What's a theme in your book that you hope readers really feel or walk away thinking about?
A theme in my book that I hope that readers really feel or walk away thinking about is closure. I think this is one that I have started out one way, thinking about what that means, and ending in another. And I think the character of Elle goes through that in the book. And it was something that was fun to write about.
Is there a particular scene or moment in your book that you're most proud of? What makes it special to you?
A specific scene or moment in my book that I'm most proud of, or that's special to me, is the whole Vermont B&B scene and the character of Dot, which was I spawned after my grandmother that had passed away. And so that was something that was special to kind of like dip into her psyche a little bit and bring her out onto the pages.
Which character or scene was the hardest to write and why?
The hardest scene to write and why it was probably the scene with Elle and Ryan, where it was a morning after a whole debacle of emotions and things going on, and they had to have an honest, real conversation with each other, and come to an agreement. I don't want to give too much away, but come to an agreement. And it was heartbreaking and vulnerable, and it was an emotional one to write.
All right, guys, that was everything that Jessica had to say and sent to us. Let's go ahead and jump into if you're interested in purchasing this book, you can find this book on Jessica's website. It is jessicambutler.com. You can also purchase this one on Amazon and select indie bookstores. And Jessica did mention one that's local to her. This one is called Firefly Bookstore. So go check them out.
Yes, and you can follow Jessica on social media. She is on Instagram and TikTok at Jessica Butler Author. So all of her social media links and where you can find her book, all those links will be down below in the show notes.
All right, guys, that wraps up our dive into Wild Lilacs by Jessica Butler.
A huge thank you to Jessica for sharing this story with us. We are so grateful you trusted us to help introduce Wild Lilacs to new readers, and it's been such a joy getting to step into this world that you created.
We also want to thank her for sending in those voice notes. It added such a special layer into today's episode.
If you haven't picked up Wild Lilacs yet, now is the perfect time.
Thanks for listening to Two Chicks and a Plot Twist, and we'll be back Thursday with another episode. Bye!
Bye!